10 most expensive things in the world. We all love the glamorous lifestyle of millionaires, or even billionaires, the expensive cars, the sophisticated watches, and of course, the luxurious styling of a kick-ass house. We envy the lives of rich people so much that we keep on telling ourselves, don't worry, I'm going to make millions soon. Well, since we are all sure of becoming rich one day, it wouldn't hurt to start some future shopping ahead of the inevitable. It's time for you all to see some of the most eye-watering amounts of money you'll ever hear about. Without further ado, here are 10 of the most expensive things in the world. 10. Graph diamonds hallucination. If you're ever looking to impress your girlfriend, or even your dear sweet old mother, then you should be really careful when they bring up the graph diamond hallucination. This multicolored diamond encrusted watch contains not only 110 carats worth of diamonds, but has the privilege of having a mind-boggling price tag of $55 million after becoming the most expensive item to ever be shown at the Baselworld exhibition. This watch was brought on nothing but non-stop praise on its creator, Mr. Lawrence Graff, the chairman of Graff Diamonds. This star-studded, glistening masterpiece has a collection of rare diamonds that make it set up with a combination of red, pink, yellow, cognac, blue, green olive, and yellow colors, making this immaculate artistry. 9. 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO. What is now officially the most expensive car, the 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO, was sold for an astronomical $70 million. This was confirmed after the purchase of the car by an anonymous buyer from Paul Pappalardo, with the car getting its look from designers Giotto Bizzarini and Sergio Scaletti. This red flashing sports car classic is a must for any collector in the car industry, with the classic Ferraris having yearly increase in value, which makes the 250 GTO one of the most sought after cars in the world. What makes this car type even more impressive is considering that only 36 versions of this car was ever made, which makes the rarity of this car even more invaluable. If you know you are a big GTO collector, then you've gotta have this. Number 8. Graff Pink Diamond. Being one of the rarest diamonds in the world, the Graff Pink Diamond can easily become yours by just paying a cool $46 million. Wow, that's a lot. What makes this diamond so desired is its color purity, as it shines a beautiful pink color, as well as its extraordinarily magnificent emerald cut. Before it got into possession of one of the most skilled diamond collectors of our time, Lawrence Graff, it was part of the Harry Winston collection for over 60 years. Graff and team were able to not only remove all natural impurities in the diamond, but also use state-of-the-art technology to increase the color intensity of the gem while keeping its picturesque shape intact. So, if you're a lover of pink, then this should be an option for you. 7. Crystal Piano. Considered to be the most expensive piano in the world, like duh, it is made out of crystal. This dazzling masterpiece of a piano was used for the opening ceremony of the 2008 Beijing Olympics and played by Chinese pianist Lang Lang, after which the piano was auctioned for a whopping $3.22 million before being purchased by a rather private purchaser. Originally manufactured by the Canadian company Heinzmann, there was a strong demand for a grand piano in China, to the point that the company had to create another factory in China to meet up with the growing demands. That's what led to this gorgeous acrylic crystal-made piano becoming made. Whenever someone plays this instrument, we can all expect a glowing flow of enchanting music. 6. The hover bed. Sleep is the most precious desire by any living adult at the moment. Sometimes finding a good bed to sleep on can take years. Well, we think this $1 million hover bed can do just the trick. If you ever wanted to know what it felt like to sleep on a cloud, then this is the bed for you. Now, realistically, it doesn't actually hover on the ground. It's more tethered to the ground by a magnetic pull to it created by the 4 thin cables that connect the bed to the floor. It creates sort of an optical illusion that makes you think your bed is like the carpet in Aladdin. Now, wouldn't this bed be awesome for crazy pillow fights? Number 5. History Supreme Yacht. Ever wondered what the most expensive yacht would look like? Well, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at the History Supreme Yacht. The 98-foot long yacht not only is covered in 220,462 pounds of platinum jewels and gold, but also has a master bedroom that contains real meteoric stone and a statue made off the bones of recently discovered dinosaur body found in Arizona. It took the former owner of the yacht, UK designer Stuart Hughes, up to 3 years to complete the makeover of this luxurious yacht. We aren't done there. Going inside, you can be sure to be served liquor that models an 18.5 carat diamond crusted head. It is rumored that Malaysian businessman Robert Cook paid an eye-shattering $4.8 billion to purchase the golden liner, but it's still unknown if he is the current owner of the boat. 4. Antilia Building. If you ever thought of looking for the perfect dream house, what about checking out the $2 billion Antilia luxury building? The 27-story house has a towering height of 550 feet, as well as an incredible 400,000 square foot interior space that makes it unbelievably comfortable for anyone inside. Although it would be a lovely place to be part of everyone's home hunting plans, the building is already inhabited by 6 people, with 2 of them being the richest man in Asia, according to Forbes, and Mukesh Ambani. The Antilia itself is more of a self-contained mini-city for people who stayed there, as it has a 50-seat home theater and a gigantic serene swimming pool that allows people to enjoy a delightful view of Mumbai. 3. Cartier Panther Bracelet. Okay people, time for a small history lesson. Edward the Duke of Windsor abandoned his throne to be with the only person that he cared for in the world, Wallis Simpson. Aww, such a romantic gesture. Edward decided to take it one step further by purchasing a Cartier Panther bracelet for the love of his life. This delicate 195mm bracelet has a panther-shaped head with mesmerizing clear-cut diamonds used to create the head, as well as dazzling emeralds as the eyes. The first of its type was auctioned out at first for $1.4 million, only for the bracelet to be auctioned after the death of Wallis Simpson for a breathtaking $7 million. You can as well judge for yourselves on how impeccable this would have been Dutch's fashion taste really was. 2. Neiman Marcus Limited Edition Fighter. If you want to know how rare this motorcycle is, there are only 45 of the Fighter Edition that exist worldwide. After these bikes got to Neiman Marcus, he reinvented the motorcycle into having carbon fiber frame with lovely features made up of titanium and aluminum. This street-friendly ride can also take you for trips for up to 190 miles per hour, having been sold at first for $110,000. This bad boy's price now ranges up to $11 million. Well, if you ever wanted to be in a slick sci-fi flick, then you should definitely consider buying this. 1. The Card Players. Known as one of the most enlightened post-impressionists, Paul Cézanne was raised for his amazing oil painting. The Card Players in particular got a lot of credit for its genuine tranquility and artistic brilliance. Contrary to what people think, The Card Players is actually a series of 5 paintings that were made in the early 1890s. The canvases that were used to create these paintings ranged from 4.5 by 6 feet to even 1.5 by 2 feet. What also makes the paintings even more intriguing is that the players were actually not playing for money, as nothing on their respective tables showed specifically that. The rarity of seeing any of them becomes even clearer when you notice that they aren't kept together, with each being scattered to different museums. In 2011, one of the paintings was sold for an astounding $250 million, outstanding to say the least. Until this day, it remains the most expensive work of art ever to be existed. Have any more suggestions for us? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can give you amazing content always.